Welcome to Ryland's Cooking Show. Now, it is Super Bowl weekend coming up, so I'm going to be teaching you how to make the perfect Super Bowl snack. No, not wings. We're going to be learning to make Beef Wellington today, you and I. I've never made Beef Wellington before, so I will let you know how this goes, and you're going to watch it happen. Beef Wellington. They're mini Beef Wellingtons, the perfect Super Bowl snack. Who could ask for more than a mini Beef Wellington? Let's get to step one. Step one, preheat oven to 400 degrees F and line a sheet with parchment paper. Okay, I can do that. Bake. You want it to be 400 degrees F, which is Fahrenheit. I don't know what it would be Celsius. For those of you that use Celsius, you'll have to figure that out. I have no idea. And line a sheet pan with parchment paper. Okay, we're back. You want to follow me over here? Okay, so the first step. I told you to follow me, did I not? Get over here. Goodness. So difficult. So the first step. Like that. I need a sheet. Okay. One of those. Now we'll have, does it say how big? What's the deal here? I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. It just says line a sheet pan with parchment paper. So I guess we're just going to figure that out. Parchment. So you take your paper, that's parchment, and you figure out how to use it. And you unroll it like this until it's the size that you want it. Obviously. It'd be weird if you did a size you didn't want. And then you just carefully rip that in half. Hey, Zeus. Zeus. That's a little big. We'll fix that in editing. Or we'll just cut it down later. Maybe like that. There, that works, right? It's working for me. Hey, Zeus. Step 2. Heat the butter and olive oil in a large skillet. I can do that. Over medium heat. And sprinkle the steak chunks with salt and pepper. Okay. When the butter has melted in the oil, butter, add the steak chunks and sear them for about 45 seconds per side. I could do that. The steaks will only be partially cooked at this stage. Remove and set aside to partially cool. Speaking of cool, Roy, what do we think about this? Why don't you get the steak, chop up the steaks, and I'll skillet the other stuff. Deal? That works for me. My mouth didn't move. Shut up. Okay. Do your thing. I'll be here. He's not going to do it. So what you're going to need is a cutting board to cut up your steak chunks, because I did not pre-cut those. And then you need your steak. Now, me personally, I put the steak in the fridge right here. And these are our steaks. That wasn't me. Don't worry. I'll think about picking it up. Ugh, what was that? Oh yeah, step 1, before you handle any of the food, should always be to wash your hands. So I better do that real quick. And then we'll get to the chopping. Okay, so the recipe didn't tell me how big to make these chunks. So I'm going to have to go ahead and play the assumption card. Plop. And take your knife. And just cut up them meatballs. Which is easier said than done. Maybe don't cut towards yourself. I'm doing it, but you don't need to listen to me. Probably cut away, but that's kind of hard to do. So, I don't know. Do whatever you feel comfortable with. Who am I to tell you how to cut? Maybe I just don't know how to cut steak. I'm going to cut because this is embarrassing. So once you finish doing that, then you need to sprinkle it with salt and pepper. And my tripod is being difficult. A little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. This is sea salt because that's all we have. But it'll work. You just sprinkle it about. You gotta get that flavor in there. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of pepper goes a long way sometimes. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I need my cooking show saying. What should my saying be? About, ooh, that looks good. I'll keep working on it. That's pepper. And salt. Now, how do you be youing? Okay, so that's how you be youing. A little bit of salt for the steak chunks. Cause you need a little more salt. Ooh, that one got a lot of salt. Oops. And then, you kind of mix it up, make sure every side gets a little bit of that seasoning. And you gotta make sure you season them all around. You know, we don't want just one side to be seasoned, do we? No. Gotta make sure everything gets a little bit of seasoning. Just slap that boy and make sure it's good. And make sure the fat don't mix in as much, unless you like fat, in which case that's fine by me. It's your business, it's your diet, not mine. And a little bit of pepper and salt over here. Alrighty. Now they are salted up. What was the next part of that step? I'll be right back. I'm just gonna keep talking. Okay, so the other part of that step is heat the butter and olive oil in a large skillet over medium-high heat. Sprinkle the steak chunks with salt and pepper, and then when the butter is melted and the oil is hot, add the steak chunks and sear them for about 45 seconds per side. You ready for that, Skelly? Oh. He'll be fine. He will be totally fine. Yeah. He'll be just fine. So you get your pan right there, okay? You start that, and then you need, how much butter do I need? Was it a tablespoon? 1 tablespoon of butter and 1 tablespoon of olive oil. So let me get the butter. Butter, found you. Salted butter, good, that's what the recipe calls for. Don't mind me over here. I'm just, chilling, man. Getting butter ready. Get out. I will send you back to where you came from. I only need 1 tablespoon after all. Let me just grab a little knife over here and cut off. It's nice with this butter, it tells you the measurements that you need. So you're good there. Oh yeah. And then now, do I need the knife for the olive oil? You don't need the knife for the olive oil, do you? Is that not how olive oil works? Tablespoon. How big's a tablespoon? Well, the spoon will tell me. 1 tablespoon. Right there. About that size if your spoons don't tell you. And then, yeah, just get this extra virgin. It's a little insulting, but I mean, not necessarily untrue. Really? That's it? That feels underwhelming. So I just gotta wait for this to be ready, basically. I don't know. Oh man, I'm just following the rules here. Melt, butter. Melt. 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 Ah! It's melting. No, stand up straight, tripod. Now is not the time to be difficult. We are cooking. And you are going to be a team player, and you're going to like it, boy. I gotta get my steak. And I'm back. Let me throw my steak on here. Steak. 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 Whoa! Steak. Steak. I might have too much steak. I don't know. But if I do, we'll just eat that plain. No big deal. And we gotta mix that up. Oh yeah, look at this meal. This looks good. So, these are the steaks. I don't know, some of these chunks might be a little too big. So we'll find that out. Now you're not fully cooking them yet. You want them to be brown on each side. That's what you're looking for. You're not trying to fully cook these yet. And luckily what's nice about steak is, you know, it doesn't matter as much if it's a little bit raw on the inside, you know? Unless you hate rare steak, then it does matter. But if you order your steak well done, then don't watch this channel. Gotta get to flipping these. Flip, you mangy steak chunk. Yeah. That looks pretty good. Gordon Ramsay's been real quiet since I made this video. They're coming for you, Gordon. I'm learning the tricks of the trade here. Beef Wellington, baby. What do you mean this is a recipe I got off the internet, not my own? You know what, Gordon? You didn't make up all your recipes. Now, did ya? You probably did. I'm sitting here thinking, maybe I wasn't supposed to cut these up while they were raw. I'm wondering if maybe these were supposed to get cut up when they were cooked. I don't know. Okay, I'm pretty sure I fully cooked some of those and I wasn't supposed to, but it is what it is. They'll be in the oven later. What's the next step? Should probably wash my hands because I was touching raw meat again. All right, Roy, read us the next step. Okay. Step 3. Add the onion and thyme. All I got is thyme. To the same skillet and stir. Allow to continue cooking while you place the mushrooms. All I got is mushrooms. In a food processor and pulse until they are finely chopped. Wait, what? Sorry, Roy, not to just cut you off like that, but... So I add the onions and thyme to the skillet, allow to continue cooking while you place the mushrooms in a food processor. Idiot. In a food... Okay. And pulse until they are finely chopped. Add the mushrooms to the skillet and stir to combine. Cook stirring until the mushrooms are golden and the liquid has evaporated from the skillet. 8 to 10 minutes. Remove the skillet from the heat, then add... We're not going to add that. It's mustard. I'm not adding mustard. I hate mustard. But if you want mustard, it's in there. So let's add it to the same skillet. I guess I turned this off for no reason. All right, let's do this. So I have to cut up the onion. Did not mean to take you off my tripod. So you're going to watch my awesome knife skills, maybe. Perfect. Why did I put it on this? That's not what I meant to grab. Oh my goodness. This is what I meant to grab, a cutting board. And not a pan. We're not putting this in the oven now, are we? Well, eventually, but not like this. And then... So what I do, you chop off the sides like this. And then you take this side and you do the same thing. Get out of here. The peel. And then you gotta, take off this stuff here. Maybe. Give me a second. Oh, gosh. So young. I cut onions, I get attached to them. They become my friend, and then I have to chop them up. Okay, but joking aside, my eyes are burning. Thank you, onion. Like, for real. How much? I'm just gonna do a half an onion. I should probably look, see how much I need. How much onion? Onions. 1 medium onion diced finely. I guess I need the whole onion. I'm assuming this is a medium. I don't know your shoe size onion, but I'm assuming you're a medium. That was funny. Laugh. And, oh golly, you're in my eyes. Ah! And you can't wipe them. Because you got the onion on your hands. Oh golly. The eyes still burn. Oh golly, my eyes. And you add this to your skillet, which is not currently turned on. Oh, I'm crying. And then you need your time. Okay, I feel a little better now. Let's clean up here. Let's clean up along the way. And, Skelly, you doing alright down there? Still don't have a head. I didn't put it back on. Oh, wait, I need to do the whole onion. Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna cut. Alright. Well, I reckon we're gonna keep going and whatnot. We got our onions chopped and ready. The skillet, that's the skillet that they're gonna be on. I just have them there right now. And then you need your time, because all you got is time. How much time? How much time? You tell me how much time, or so help me. One tablespoon of fresh thyme. Okay. That's where the olive oil was, if you want me to use the same spoon. It's the olive oil. I'll just go ahead and do that. Why not? And then you just dry that off because you just rinsed out the oil. You know what I'm saying? And then add your thyme. I want this to be scientific. That's going to take too long. Looks like enough time to me. How much time? Now what's the next step? That step is complete. All right, I got to chop the mushrooms while this sautés. Let me get my mushroom knife and cut up some mushrooms. Wait a minute. Are these pre-chopped? They're pre-cut them. Wait, how long do I leave that then? I have no. What do I need anyway? Let's take a look and find out. 6 ounces of mushroom stems removed, so I do have to chop. Never mind, we have a unit of time. Time! I don't know how much 6 ounces is, but I'm good at guessing. So I'm gonna guess that 6 ounces of mushroom is like, well, how much is this? This is 8 ounces, so it's most of this. Got it. Okay, so we take this. Did not mean to rip that as much. I don't know what I'm going to do with the extra mushrooms now that I totally ripped the wrapper off. But we'll figure that out in post. We grab our mushrooms and we remove the stem. Now luckily like half of these stems already removed, so it's not a whole lot. Here are them onions. Stems removed, because you don't want a big old stem getting at you while you're eating your Beef Wellington. It'd be nice if I had an assistant who didn't lose his head, who could saute those onions so they don't burn. Skelly, put your head back on and get in the game, buddy. Get these stems out of here. We don't want those. Chop. Violently. Chop! More violence. No! Chop, chop! Take that. I'm gonna cut while I do this boring stuff. That looks like enough mushroom to me, so it's what we're using. Just gonna go plop it in. And then we gotta saute all of this, mushrooms and onions and such. And remember, guys, this is your perfect Super Bowl snack. Mini Beef Wellingtons. Right, Roy? Roy agrees. Now come with me. Let's go. That's right. You can't walk. God. Okay. Why do I always have to carry you everywhere? If you can't walk on your own, maybe you're just not meant to eat little Beef Wellingtons. What's step 4? Because I just crushed that step. Oh yeah, these are going to be good. These are going to be good. Trust me when I tell you, these are going to be good. I did this in the wrong order. While the mushrooms are cooking, lay the puff pastry on a lightly floured surface using a rolling pin. Roll the pastry to a 12 by 16 inch rectangle cut into 12 equal squares. Fine. You say so. Puff pastry. I don't know how much to use. Well, I hope that's enough, because that's all I have. And you gotta put it on a floury surface. Did I say that before? I don't remember. Put you on this side this time, because you can't walk on your own still. So here's what you're working with. That's my puff pastry. And what did it say now? So it said... cut into 12 equal squares, 4 elongated, and 3 across. So I guess I'll just use a knife. I don't know. I guess I don't really need a rolling pin because these are already... So 4 like this and 3 like that. I wish it was the other way around because look, these are already... I'm just going to do it like that. Sue me. Because look, they're already like this. That's clearly how they wanted you to do it. And then I'll do 4 the other way. It don't matter, does it? I don't know. Because technically, if I just flip them, so 4 be like this-ish. I'm just going to cut the camera. I might have done this wrong. I didn't factor in that I was adding these 2 together. No! Did it cut all the way through? It sure did. Well, you live and learn. You know what? We're going to just have 6. That's the only thing I can think of. We're going to have 6 like this. And then we'll just do like 3 this way. That's more than 12. But I cut them the wrong way. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Okay, those are not equal, but my steak chunks also aren't equal. So it's fine. I don't even know if some of these will be usable. We're going to have to just figure it out and hope. Now, when you mess up as a chef, you can do one of 2 things, okay? You can give up, sure. But I prefer to not. I would have come up with like a cool little saying there, but I couldn't think of one. Place a small amount of the mushroom mixture... known as duxels, that's what it says, in the center of each square. Top each square with a piece of the steak. Fold the puffy pastry up and over the steak, totally encasing the steak and mushroom mixture inside. I can do that. Alright, let's do it. Okay, so again, I messed up on my measurements. So to be honest, I don't know what I'm going to do about that, but... we'll just have to figure it out. So you put a little bit of this in like that. And then you go grab a steak bite. Grab a good one. Grab this little one. And you place it here. And then you roll it up. Like this. Maybe. I just recorded, but I wasn't recording. Let me try it again. This is your little Beef Wellington. Mini baby beef. And you put it on here, and you do that with every single one. You put them in the oven, and then you're done. And then the last step, brush each bundle with egg yolk and sprinkle with sea salt. Bake until golden, 16 to 18 minutes. That's about 16 to 18 minutes from now. Allow cool slightly, garnish with chopped parsley, and serve with the horseradish sauce. I'm not going to do any of that. And there you have it. This is your Super Bowl snack. Big pastry wrong. I wasn't able to make as many as I thought I would. Actually, I feel like, I don't know. I have extra steak. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but we'll figure that out in post. So let's just get some egg yolk. Okay, so you take your egg, crack it, obviously, and then you just... Maybe. Blech. Don't get any eggshell in there unless you want eggshell in your life. What am I supposed to brush it with? Riddle me this recipe. Put the butter back in the fridge. Don't mind me. Just because I want an excuse to use the whisk. I'm going to whisk it a little bit. Whisk it for the biscuit. Still don't know what I'm supposed to brush it with. So we're just going to brush it with the whisk. Watch this. Take it a little bit and then just do that. That looks terrible. What am I supposed to brush it with? I don't have a kitchen brush. Actually, I don't have a brush. Get honest with you. I don't have any brushes. This thing? This thing work? It's gonna now. I'll take this. Just like brush it. Oh, that works actually. I'm so smart. I'm not sure what the importance of this step is. But I'm trying to teach you accurately how to make these. And again, there was other stuff in there. I think I said it. There was some mustard you could add, but I don't like mustard, so I wasn't going to do that. You're supposed to serve it with some clam sauce or whatever it said. I'm not going to do that. What was it? Oyster sauce? I don't remember. And parsley, which I don't have. I have time! Hope you enjoyed the first episode of Mr. Ryland's cooking show, but we're not done yet. I still got to put these in the oven, and I got to try them. Okay, you can't have a cooking show and not try what you just got done making. I mean, that kind of defeats the purpose right there. Imagine if you cook something and then the camera, they just made you look at it. And they didn't try it. They just kind of made you look at it and wonder. I would never do that to you. Alright, that's our egg yolk brushed. Shut up. What was the last part? There was something else I'm supposed to do. Oh, this is a long video. Hopefully it's a good one. Egg yolk and sprinkle with sea salt. Right. The sea salt. I see you. These are going to be salty. We already salted the steak. Alright, and then there it is. We bake it in our oven, which we preheated as the first step. Okay, that was the first thing we did. Alrighty. I'm just going to do the 18 minutes. But I'll check on them, make sure they're not burning, and I guess I'll see you in about 18 minutes. So me and Skelly are gonna wait. High five, Skelly. He's missing a finger, so it's a high four. There, I'll help you. Perfect. Oops. Okay, so when you serve this at your Super Bowl, let it cool down first. Yeah, it's pretty good. Well, Gordon, what do you have to say now? These are good. Oh, yeah. What should I make next? I'm gonna do more cooking. These again? Please. I'm out of here, though. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, leave like, or rate 5 stars if YouTube brings that back, and we're out. Goodbye.